As the school year rolls on, the state of Indiana is still being met with unanswered questions and direction when it comes to addressing chronic absenteeism among students across the state. For our continuing conversation about this very important topic, we welcome in right now Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiwar. Thank you for your time.
Hey, thank you for having me.
So let's brief our viewers on what happened. Since our last discussion, we do understand that more data is needed in order to bring down rates of chronic absenteeism. But what is the data missing?
So when we look back to when we initially had this conversation, what we saw was how our young people, our students, especially our high school students, dealing with coming back from COVID into the school environment. So remember, these students were at home for 2 years almost. So now they're back into the physical environment. What we've seen, a third of our high school students statewide are missing at least 18 days of school. So as a state, we know there's you miss too much school, you can't catch up. You're playing catch up, you just can't get there. So what we're trying to figure out as a state is, okay, how do we fix this?
Right.
But what we also have to understand is we have to look at it from the young person's perspective and what they've been through. So if you're a senior in high school, you spent your freshman year and your sophomore year doing work from home. And now you come back into the physical building, but you've never experienced high school in a physical building.
Yeah.
So I think that was a shock to a lot of young people and adapting to that.
Okay, that makes sense. You mentioned the need to continue to look into this. That, of course, means more data, more studying, things like that. Do you think more data has the potential to actually help or just raise more questions?
I think this is also an opportunity for us to innovate, right? So there's a lot of conversation around apprenticeships, kids working, and giving those experiences to young people. If I force you into the building and make you come into that school and you're there not because you want to be there, then it causes disruptions, it causes behavior issues, it causes all kinds of things in that building because I don't want to be there anyways. But because of the law, I was forced in there. So we should look at this as an opportunity to say, okay, how do we help this young person still reach his destination, which is prepare you to be able to take care of your family. So what can we do differently? Should we expose you to the working environment a lot more? Should we get you some volunteer hours with a nonprofit? But how do we get you the experiences you need instead of saying this? We're going to make you come into this building, and that's law. If you don't come into this building, there are going to be these consequences.
Yeah. So for this last question, I want to throw a bit of a curveball here at you. Do you think this is simply too complicated of an issue to solve?
I think it is not. I think the days of trying to pass a law to solve this are long gone because there are options for us, right? We have technology today. You can receive your instruction via technology. We want more kids to have experiences in the workplace today, right? So the key is how do we give you the experiences to help you grow and be able to go get a job and take care of your family? If you don't have to come into the building 5 days a week, 180 days a year, how can we do that? But I think when you force that young person into the building and they don't want to be there, then we have issues in that building. And it's not fair to the kids who do want to be there.
It's obviously a very complicated issue, one with perhaps many answers and many solutions. Appreciate your perspective.
Yes, thank you so much. But again, this gives opportunity for us to ideate and innovate and not just say, we're going to pass a law and fix this.
Yeah, okay. Wish TV contributor Emil Ekiwar, thank you for your time.
Thank you.